Show me some love. All right, good deal. Curious. What?
We are glitchy.
I'm trying to act like you.
All
I'm trying to. This whole time I act like
right
him.
now.
Good deal. Curious. What are some lyrics that y'all live by?
That's actually great.
I don't sound like that.
Oh, you want me to say?
Actually, this conversation is inspiring.
I do use that.
There we go.
I'll start. It's a gospel song that I really like. I'm a big gospel person, and then instrumentals. Well, now that I think about it, country is also in there. But
What's that song we were singing on the road? Please.
oh, these beautiful something. Yes. That was a wow.
That's a gospel?
No, that's not gospel. That's not. What is it? Boone is the artist or something. But anyways, it is by someone named Talbert Jr. He's in Control. Is a gospel song. So I like to listen to that when I'm getting overwhelmed, something of that nature. Is He's in control.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
Get up there.
all right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's some good lyrics.
Yeah.
For me, it would have to be They Not Like Us, because they just not like us. And I think that can be interpreted in many ways.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Like, are you
Like,
saying they not like us? Right?
Like, who is us
Or
and who is they?
Are you saying?
That's up for interpretation.
But
That's
what is
up
it to
for
you?
you.
Like, who is they and us to you?
I feel like us as black people
Oh,
Okay.
and the world around us.
trendsetters.
But Drake is also black.
Okay, well, I'm not using it in the
Let's
context
talk
that
about
it was
it.
made.
Let's talk about
No, it's not. I'm not using it in that context.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay, they not like us. I would say, I wrote these lyrics, a few weeks ago. Song is unreleased, coming out later this month.
Oh, I
My
forgot
lyrics
y'all
too.
are using
I was gonna lose my whole lyrics too.
No,
And he just-
we would do
Since
that.
I can't think of any songs like
Yeah,
my
I was
mind.
gonna use my
It's
whole
going
lyrics.
blank right now. Song called New Heights that I'm gonna drop later this month, probably. But the last line of the song is "Keep my faith in God, know He's taking me to newer heights." And so everything
I've
you
heard
do,
that. I've heard you say
I did
that.
show you.
Yeah.
I showed you that song, and so everything you do it through God,
Amen.
do it for God, and He's gonna take you places that you've never been before.
Ooh, that's scripture. That's scripture.
That's good.
My God.
I would say it's not a lyric in the song, but it's in like the outro. It's like it's a Big Sean song. I'm forgetting the name of the song,
Outros.
but he does like phone calls on the outros. I think it's his dad who said life is a feeling process, and that's in my Instagram bio if you've seen my Instagram. But I feel like I'm in my head a lot. You said earlier I'm a thinker. I be thinking a lot, so just to ground in like life is actually a feeling process and not necessarily thinking all the time. So that's the lyric I would use.
I
Nah,
rock
that's
with
cool.
Big Sean.
No, I rock with that. No, for real.
I don't think I know who Big Sean is, but that sounds
You don't know
No,
who Big
yes, you
Sean
do.
is?
I don't think I do.
You do.
What song
Yeah.
would you know about?
I don't even know.
Way
Yo,
up, I
right.
feel blessed.
Right.
Nah.
I can't say the one song because we on. All right, bleep that. I don't with you.
Big Sean?
That's
good.
Drizzy.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, good deal. Good deal. All right, this conversation expired. What's my lyric? I was gonna use my own lyrics because
Hey, go ahead.
I still am.
We be talking that real.
I say some real stuff. These not my lyrics, but no, they are. But,
All right.
Life is too.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not saying that.
Please don't.
What is it, Bryce?
Right, he hating. He always
Listen,
say life is too fragile, so I try my best to cherish it. That's why I'm taking risks with no fear of embarrassment. Trying to make it out the trenches.
Oh, right.
That's my only
All right,
testament.
that's yeah.
They know I'm the best.
Still going.
Can't never hide my arrogance.
Still going. That's
What song is that?
I never thought that I would need somebody by my side.
Who made that beat?
It's produced by Zano.
Produced by-
All
In the
right.
darkness, I find solace in these lonely nights, searching for a glimmer of hope to set my soul alight.
Speaking of hope,
Yeah.
Glimmer
There
of
we
Hope.
go. I just led you into it. I just led you into it.
That was actually
Hope.
good. That was good.
Hope has come up a lot on our trip, and I don't know if you want to talk more about it, but it's a word that people have been redefining, and we've heard a lot of different perspectives on the word hope. I'm curious for y'all, what does hope mean to you?
And how does it exist in the American context, like having hope in our country, or the lack thereof.
How's it been described to y'all? Like, what is the?
I'm trying to
What is
think
the
of what she's.
general?
I-
A lot of people
People
said a lot
take
of
it
different
different
things.
ways.
Yeah.
I would say hope would just be another way of us having faith in a system that has constantly failed us when we're looking at the context of America. Having hope that eventually, or faith that eventually we will, surpass the hardships and barriers and struggles that we, not only as people of color, but as Americans, are facing when it comes to our elected officials, when it comes to the issues we're seeing exist in our world. It's so sad, and I think everyone, whether you're personally affected by it or not, you're at the end of the day personally affected by it. So I think when we look at hope in this context of America, it's having faith that our system will get itself together, that our country, our world, our people will unite in a way that we haven't seen recently.
And
Quickly,
I
want to
no, I got
one line.
But this is burning.
This is
I saw
burning.
your mouth was open.
Yeah,
I was just waiting.
I was.
Weren't even listening.
I was listening. I mean, so I hear this and I agree with it. But if I can play the other side for a second, isn't that also the definition of insanity? Like,
Wait, where are we going with this?
Like we're hoping for a system to correct itself and be for us.
That has shown that
Every single time, it's not doing that.
Yeah.
So I guess to this, like, yes, defining hope is important, but why should we hope?
Well, I think when we take a step back and zoom out, we look at historical events, we look at the different generations, the things that they've fought for, the things that they've overcome. I think our generation has the power, to move our country in a different direction. I think we look in the civil rights era, Jim Crow era, like, who would have thought that we'd get out of that? I mean, even dating back to slavery, who would imagine that we'd get out of that? Yeah. I think we have made a lot of progress. I mean, has it taken a great deal of time?
A good deal.
A great, good, all of that. All of that. But I think it differs on what exactly the change that we will make looks like.
I think hope, looking at a person or a group of people, whatever, just seeing everything you've been through as an individual, as a group of people, and knowing that you're still here and that you're still striving for better and for more. I think that's where, like, the hope resides. It's not necessarily, for me, not always the faith aspect, but knowing that, there's still a burning, like a flame that's still going, and you haven't given up. And so I think that's a big part of it too.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of that. Hope is a beautiful thing. It's believing in possibilities that have not yet materialized. Mm-hmm. But it's also very dangerous.
How so?
It's dangerous in the fact that politicians, and I like to use politicians to refer to the negative connotation. I use public servant when I'm looking at the positive connotation. But politicians use hope to subject people, to get them to believe in something. I mean, this is the whole system, believing in the principles of life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Only for that to not actually be the
never
thing.
be achieved.
The American dream.
And that's the fake hope. That is the glowing generalities. Ashton.
Like, I can't.
You are so uncertain. But that's the glowing generalities that are put in front of our faces to get us to believe in something that no one was intending to make good on. Or those politicians. I used two fingers for something. I mean, politicians weren't intending to make good on. So that's something I also think about.
I think the point you're trying to make is just that we don't want to sit here stagnant with this idea of hope that eventually something will come that we're not seeing people. Like, what work is being done to get to that place of hope that we're looking to be achieved? Is that what you're saying?
I I don't know.
Hold on.
Take it to the
That
was a rebuttal moment.
I'm just saying, like, I don't. What you're saying, you don't want us to be blinded.
No, I think it's like if we were to paint a picture, if we were put into a alternate reality, a simulation of sorts. We can try as much as we can to get out of that simulation, but we can't get out of that simulation.
It's like that movie,
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show. He finally realized though.
I wasn't talking about that one. I was talking about the other movie.
I don't know that.
Remember when they lived in the houses and then we watched that.
Barbarian?
Yeah, no.
That was you forgot it. That was a big moment for him. He said we watched it.
Yeah, bro.
Where they lived in the
that
house.
meant something to me, bro.
Oh,
and then they had the bot, bro. The son was a bot.
Nigel, what do you think?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
the son was a bot, bro.
They lived in the houses?
Bro, they moved into an apartment. Like the house, every house was the same.
Were they short people?
No, they was regular people, and then they had a bot.
All right, we're getting sorry. Nigel.
okay. No, it begs the question, right? If you're living in a simulation, like, why hope? Like, why do we hold on to that? And I think, like, again, it's a more historical thing for me. It's a more like generational hope type of thing for me. Thinking about like our past generations, we wouldn't be here if they didn't. And like
they had hope.
They had it. They had hope for sure. And that was like the only way at some point that they got through it.
That's
they
like chewing tobacco.
They had a lot of things.
Those are the things that got them through the time.
I think at the end of the day,
you
know, if you're not talking about just coping to get through the day, you're thinking about your generation, the future generation, your offspring, and what life is going to be like for them. Hope is like you have to have it.
Yeah,
you have to have it, and that's the thing for me. I think about, you know, struggling against, you know, a broken system and you know, all these forces working against you, but at the end of the day, you know this is going to pass. You know your time here is going to pass, and so hope is a much more like active, future-focused thing for me.
Are we speaking from a place of privilege though in saying that and understanding that? I think that in this space, I think that in this space we are, I think, privileged enough to not have come from.
I see what you're saying.
Some of the more challenging circumstances that exist in America.
Where you'd feel more inclined not to have hope.
Yeah. So.
But my thing is, like, they did have hope. And if they had hope when they were, like, really struggling way more than I can ever even imagine, if they had hope, who am I to not? Like.
But it's hard to ask someone.
It's almost like we're
to
that's
do
true.
that same
I'm
thing.
speaking for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. But I'm also thinking about how, like, it's one thing to have hope, but we also have to go and charge people up as well to have the same hope. But it's hard to do that when people are coming from circumstances that may be far worse than our own, and they have seen the worst of America.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I would say, depending on the circumstance, people have hope in different things. So people might not be as, you know, pressed about the presidential election as like you may be, but they have hope in certain other things to help get them out of their specific situations.
Yeah.
So.
I don't have no hope, bro. I just make stuff happen. You know, when things go left, I make it right. You know,
music, good thing to have hope in.
Huh?
Music, that's a good thing to have hope in.
I think that's even a good topic. How that drives our people.
Yeah.
To achieve greater heights, to bring awareness to different things, like Lil Baby. A lot. No, I'm not even being. I'm dead serious.
I don't know Lil Baby.
With the Black Lives Matter.
I'm actually curious.
I
think bigger than
the whole way of like.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick's doing
like,
some
But
good
they gotta
stuff.
start.
She said, I ain't never seen her nobody bring up Lil
dead
Baby.
Serious. Okay.
Great artist.
That was
I'm just-
what, 2020?
Yeah.
When he made that song.
So he was involved in the Black Lives Matter?
Yeah. He like did a whole like music video.
He made a song.
Like standing up for our people. All that.
You've probably heard this song.
It's bigger than Black and White.
Is it from in Selma?
No.
No, they didn't put Lil Baby in Selma.
There was a rapper in Selma.
That's
Are you
common.
talking about
Common. Common's he's good. He's good stuff.
Chicago.
They say stay down and we stand up. Bossy on the ground.
Bro, you don't remember that
But-
movie, bro. It was called Vivarium.
One day.
When
The
war's won, it'll be ours.
Yeah, bro.
It's glorious. It'll be
Oh wow! I want to zoom out and ask one last question. It's a fun one. I touched on this with you a little bit. You've been in DC for what? A long time. You were born in DC. But curious as to what have been some of the best moments during your time in the nation's capital. And they don't have to be related to politics. They can. But
I think I have a unique perspective and experience, growing up in the nation's capital. I think it was really cool to see in 2020 how, across all states, people were coming together and, fighting for our rights and marching and rallying. But I think what's cool and kind of unique about, me growing up here is that I've seen that my entire life. So when I was younger, I attended one of the Million Man marches. I spoke at the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington here. I've gotten to just be a part of a lot of really cool movements just simply because I'm here. I've gotten to, witness people come and fight for our people and just like people across the country, minority groups. So I think that's just been a really rewarding experience, seeing, people come together unified for a greater cause bigger than us.
Yeah, I would say DC is a really black city, and I've really enjoyed that.
Though it's the gentrification
No,
definitely
absolutely.
coming, but it was Chocolate City.
Absolutely, but like culturally, I think it's a really black city, and for me, being with the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation and seeing, my peers that all look like me, that are all, at the top of their game, doing the best things in their respective fields. It's just sort of surreal sometimes when I'm walking to work and I'm leaving our apartment building, and all of us are in suits, all of us are like dressed to the nines.
you got your presidential walk ready and all that?
Of course,
Wave.
I wish you could see him in the tunnels in the Capitol. He'd be like, yeah, he has his badge on, like, he's business.
No press.
No press.
No, but it's cool. It's really inspiring, and I think that's been one of the best things about being here and being in this program for me. So that's just seeing my people like at our best.
Are there any funny moments that you all are willing to share?
I mean, again, like, it's a really black city, so there's always, stuff going on.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, I've joined a run club here, and I've never seen, like, a black run club. Like, everybody in there is black.
My cousin
I'm about to join one.
no, he
They're
doesn't,
becoming
but he talks
popular.
about it all the
Okay.
time.
They're becoming really popular.
But it's fun. It's cool. Every time we run, though, they have to remind us this is not a dating app. Like, we're here to run. Like, it's pretty funny because people come out, people try to.
So, are you going out there?
I'm here to run, bro. I'm trying to get fit. Trying to get back into running.
He said he's here to run.
I'm trying to get back into running.
He's here to run.
Well, it's cool. You meet a whole bunch of different
mention
people.
I told you.
She was hating when you were
Okay, all right.
We'll cut
Okay.
this part.
But anyways, I think it's also cool because, working in a member's office, a member of Congress, it's like they're people at the end of the day. And so kind of getting to see those different little mannerisms. Working with someone as big as Nigel does, he might not see that as often as I probably do, but I think it's still really cool just to be in that space, see how Capitol Hill operates, the different moving parts, and how it all comes together to make legislation and different things of that sort.
All right.
Good deal.
Good deal. Great deal.
Better deal.
You want to finish with your closing song?
My song.
Yeah.
What's my closing song?
Bro, you know what your closing song is.
If life moves
Oh,
pretty fast.
no.
Wait, what? We're gonna get out. All right, y'all. It's a wrap.
Bro, you watched that movie with me, bro.
Vibe.
We all watched it in the studio.